Ukrainian MP Kira Rudik is with us now from Kiev. Absolutely heartbreaking. Kira, good morning.
Good morning, Kay. Thank you so much for having me. You know, we always think that after each of those attacks that it couldn't be worse, but apparently it could. And this has happened over and over. 2 days ago, there was an attack on Odessa where 12 people were killed and 5 of them were children. And they were, when our emergency services were looking through the rubbles, they have found bodies of 5 kids. And the youngest was 4 months old. And the mother that was also dead and who was holding and trying to protect the baby was her body. And I was just thinking what was going through her mind in her last seconds. And it's incredibly hard to process, realize and understand why in 21st century something like this is happening. And what can we do to make it stop?
China offering help again to try to organise peace talks. Is now the time that should start to happen?
Okay, if China persuades Moscow to stop the attacks on our cities and pull back the troops, that would be fantastic. But that's not what we see is happening. It's just another attempt for us to agree with what is happening and to make sure that we stop fighting, though we would not. Everything that happens to our country is terrifying, but there is one country that is responsible for that, and it is Russia, and it is in their hands to stop this. So whoever is thinking or talking about peace talks should start there in Moscow and make them stop the war. They have started it and they can stop it.
What do you make of reports of a recording of confidential army talks in the Ukraine war being circulated on Russian social media? What's happened there?
Well, the truth is Russia is using everything that they get as a propaganda, and we have no way of checking or ensuring if it is true or not. So we need to be very careful with everything that we receive from Russian media, because there has not been any good confirmations of that they were telling the truth, and there was not a good way on checking of what they are reporting. So we have just to make sure that, first of all the democratic countries are taking the cybersecurity and informational security very seriously, and we should not fall for Russian propaganda.
What we do know is that Polish farmers are continuing to protest, and I believe that as far as the borders are concerned with Poland, all of those are being shut at the moment. How are you going to resolve that?
It is incredibly painful for us, indeed. And we are hoping that Polish government, as well as Brussels, will find a way of unblocking the borders. From our side, we are acting according to the law. We are obeying the law, and we are in a very difficult situation where the Polish border is one of our ways to continue the trade and to continue to survive. We really hope that it is internal problems in Poland and in European Union, because we see the protests in all other countries as well, and not an attempt on hitting the neighbor where it really hurts. On the other hand, we are also working to support our armed forces who can keep our ports unblocked so the majority of the trade can continue through the Black Sea.
Final thought from you, Kira, before I let you go about your business today. Last time I spoke to you, you'd had the strike that was just a few meters away from your home, lots of damage around Christmas time. How are you doing now?
Thank you, Kay. We have put the windows back and we're trying to pretend that it is normal, though I still don't feel safe at home. But, you know, I can pay for my windows, and there are so many fellow Ukrainians who cannot, and we are trying to help them right now. And the damage that Russia creates every single day is growing, and people lose their homes, their families, and we are calling for the whole free world again and again and again to help us to stop this and to win the war.